All right, let's start with the next tutorial. You saw that when you train your model on one portion of the data, it struggles to predict prices on unseen debts or after a concept shift, right? So, what can we do about this? This is the problem of continual learning. This has been studied in various ways. In this set of tutorials, we'll look at a particular class of problems, but the ideas we learn will be quite generalizable. So, the problem is we want to continue training our model on new data or tasks as data distribution shift, right? And if we imbue a model with this ability, then this model should be able to perform well on new data. However, the model may forget the old data, right? So this is the problem of catastrophic forgetting, as it's called. So what happens is if you train on a particular task and then you start training on new tasks, the performance will drop a lot on the former task or all the former tasks actually as you learn on more and more tasks. This is the huge nightmare and this is not solved completely yet. There are approaches which we'll discuss throughout these tutorials, but this is a long-standing problem. One very straightforward way to deal with career forgetting is the notion of joint training. So, what is the issue? The issue is that you don't have access to input and output mappings. They are going to come later, right? And so you can't take them into account. So, what if we can take them into account? If we just push in all the distributions that we need to care about during training, we intersperse them, right? So, then this problem will go away because there's no forgetting anymore. You're always learning on all distributions at the same time. So sure, if it was possible to have all data at the same time, you had the library of Babel with all information in the planet and train on it, then you're done. But this is not how it works. This is not how we work. Neither is this going to be how any of our machines are going to work. But still, this is an interesting exercise to see if this even works in the first place, because intuitively it makes sense, but you need to see it work. As we discussed, it's not realistic because distribution shifts happen over time, right? Even we can take the example of something like a GPT, right? It's trained on like massive chunk of internet, but the internet itself changes. We add content, and so it needs to get used to the new cultures of the world and everything. It's just even at that, we can't just train on everything. So this joint training becomes impossible in many real world situations, and that we will find a way to get around that, and we'll discuss that in the later tutorial.